There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people. So when we needed them, they could fight the battles that we never could. It's called the Avengers Initiative.
This is nothing we were ever trained for.
3KB, assemble! You guys have a nice weekend?
Nope.
Great weekend!
Welcome, 3 kilobotters. My name is Mike.
I'm Kat.
I'm Jay.
And today we're reviewing The Avengers. Marvel did it. They put all these characters together, and it was a big orgy nerd fest
Oh,
that
it was
all
such a
geeks
nerd
could
fest.
love.
Stan Lee was even in it. Yay!
Of course Stan Lee's
Yeah.
in it. He's playing chess.
This is an action-adventure sci-fi, exactly what you think it is. Everyone is there to reprise their roles, except for the Hulk.
Hawkeye doesn't have his own movie, but they made him more have a prominent role in this, thank God. Black Widow is in Iron Man. She doesn't have her own film.
Great, thanks for that.
Well, I'm kind of disappointed that there was no Ant-Man or Wasp.
I'm okay with that. Those guys, I feel like, are outdated.
Don't you want to see this?
No. Joss Wheddon directed it. He did a great job. He's the guy from Buffy. I love this man.
Firefly!
Firefly! So for those people who don't know, I actually met someone who had no idea what the Avengers was about. Nick Fury, who works for S.H.I.E.L.D, assembles the Avengers, which is Iron Man, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Hulk, Captain America, and Thor.
Nick Fury forms the Avengers to take on Loki, who's back on Earth doing something evil. We don't want to give too much away.
Thor's brother. He's got this staff now that makes him almighty powerful. In the comic books, the ensemble always changes. It's actually a constant theme in the Avenger comic books. Stick after the credits.
So the acting for Robert Downey Jr. is the usual Iron Man hilarious.
Yes.
Full of himself. He has the best lines in the movie, potentially.
Let's go, Legolas.
And Potts is back in it, Gwyneth Paltrow.
That was nice to
Potts.
see. You know what? I was thinking,
Cute.
how are they going to continue the story now that those two are in love? And they actually did a good job.
Yeah.
You could tell she's the boss of him now, and he's okay with it. For some reason, she looked kind of manly.
Well, I'd still layer the nuts. I find her very attractive.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
go balls deep on her.
Chris
I would.
Evans was Captain America again, and he was, you know, like goody two-shoes Captain
Well, yeah.
America. He had some good lines because he was trying to catch up on everything, right? Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. I thought he did a good job.
I love
Yeah.
the
Very
chemistry.
meek and
The chemistry
yes.
between him and Robert Downey Jr. is
Yeah,
awesome.
nice. Because they're both
them,
geniuses. The scenes with him when he's the Hulk, so I'm not really, I guess, acting on Mark Ruffalo's part, but that character are hilarious.
Yeah.
There's a part with him in Thor, amazing, and a part with him in Loki that had me dying. Chris Hemsworth is back as Thor. He's still really hot.
He's good as Thor. He's a really good Thor.
So good as
and it's
Thor.
hilarious.
He commands a presence when he walks in, and he's talking to Loki because Loki's the bad guy again.
brother.
Tom Hiddleston is back. I love him as a bad guy.
He's amazing
he's
bad guy.
Perfect. Scarlett Johansson, her lips are looking flush as ever. She kicks ass. Her scene
But
where she's kicking ass.
I
What's
still
up?
say she's the weakest of the whole
She's the
thing.
weakest
Well, she's
and the worst
human.
acting.
They needed a female character in this.
Yeah.
That's what she was, and that's what pisses me off.
She's
That's
a
all she was,
token
but
female.
it didn't feel right to me. And Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, I'm not a huge fan of that choice. When he gets emotional, he's good. When he's just Nick Fury walking around giving orders, it's like you could put anybody in that
Yeah.
role.
Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. We know he's a good
Awesome.
actor. He did a great job.
What's the best part of this movie? It doesn't take itself too seriously. It's cheeky. It's always making fun of
So
itself
cheeky.
and making fun of the concept.
If they, I think the humor wasn't in this film and it tried to go serious, it would have been horrible to watch this. It'd be just so boring. So every line that all of these characters say is almost a one-liner.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious because Joss Whedon.
You don't notice the time passing. This movie's 2 hours and 22 minutes. I had no idea. Pumped
Well-
to be watching it. There's a great action sequence with Downey Jr. getting his suit on.
Yeah.
I won't give it away, but
It's very quick
Yeah,
how
yeah.
they find everyone.
those parts I was not someone to do. Them finding them
I
is
was
kinda-
hoping it would be a lot more sort of Indiana Jones-ish, like more like adventurous, like they had to really go out there to get these characters. They got them really quick.
Yeah,
they
really
just
quick.
got them together. I wish it was kind of more based on that, like actually making the Avengers. I hope that it was more adventurous.
Oh,
They could have
yeah.
done a lot of different things with the Hulk.
I like the way they assembled.
I like
I
it.
got to see little individual stories. I didn't feel cheated by any of the characters.
It was
I
quick.
felt like
They
all
also
the-
shout out Natalie Portman.
Yeah, at times I felt like, oh, I'm watching an Iron Man movie, I'm watching a Hulk movie, I'm watching a Thor movie, and I thought that was really cool that they pulled that off. I didn't feel cheated by any of the characters.
I think they nailed all of the characters pretty much, except I wish that they showed a little bit more of Black Widow and Hawkeye's backstory.
You
That
basically
being-
saw one shot on a computer screen.
Exactly.
Them fighting.
But
Like,
then
oh, that's it?
You wonder, would that be enough to hold a whole Marvel film? And I don't know.
Probably not. That was the one thing. Everyone else's superpowers, they don't. They hold their own in the fights sometimes. I was a little, come on, they're only human. Really? She just took that hit? What's your overall, Michael?
My overall is a 9 out of 10. My only gripe about this whole movie is Scarlett Johansson. I hate to pinpoint it on one character. I just didn't feel like she fit in the whole ensemble. I loved the whole movie though, and I was pleasantly surprised because I thought it wasn't going to be good. I didn't think it was going to work.
And what's your overall, Jay?
I give it an 8 out of 10. I think definitely the music, which is something that's very powerful in film, it didn't really go back to all the themes that they had. The music was just not heroic enough when it was supposed to be. Does anyone agree with me?
Yeah.
I was hoping the music would be just freaking in your face, like to that level as the film.
Yeah, they just kind of made it blend in.
They did do a good job when you saw Hulk turn into the Hulk. Know what my secret is?
Some of the other things I don't like is Scarlett Johansson, I think, is the weakest link in this. Her acting in some of the scenes was horrible. Same as Samuel L. Jackson, unfortunately, there were some of his deliveries that I thought, ooh, why didn't they do another take of that?
Cat Jovi?
I give this a 9 out of 10. I really loved this movie. I enjoyed it. There were the cheesy parts is why it loses it for me. I know it's a Hollywood movie. It kind of has to have cheesy parts, and I was worried the whole thing was going to be cheesy and this is going to be a 6 or like a shit show. But it wasn't. Hooray! The humor was exactly my kind of humor. I loved all the one-liners.
Dirty.
Quick one-liners.
Dirty humor.
Fast. No.
Dirty and fast.
In Avengers 2, which Marvel character do you want to see add in? You want Spider-Man to show up?
Ant-Man.
Do you want X-Men characters to show up? Do you want
pretty good.
Deadpool to show up? Can it happen?
I
Someone
want
else?
Batman and Superman to show up. Kick everyone's ass.
So who do you want? Go, quick.
Ant-Man.
Okay, you?
Spider-Man.
I think I'd love to see Wolverine just show up. Actually, it'd be great. Storm floats in.
Yeah. Halle Berry with her
Yeah.
Oscars floating around her.
They just can't. They always switch it up. This time it's Mark Ruffalo. He does a good job.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo. He's gonna get you high. He's gonna get you turned on.
Okay, go ahead.
What's your opinion on this movie, Jay? What's your overall?
I'm not going first.
You were going
Nope.
first. What's your overall, Jay?
Jay, okay,
Nope.
fine.
What's
He's
your
being
overall,
weird.
Michael?
Whatever.
Why not?
Profit sex.
3 kilobytes.